Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Here I am. I'm at Daniel's place. It's Daniel LaChance again, right beside me.
Hey guys.
Yeah, and so we're starting this new, this little kind of mini series for the YouTube channel here, and we're both, old school film buffs and old school. We like our adventure stories, our adventure tales and stuff like that. But asides all the fun kind of stuff, it's good to look at the reality behind these sorts of things. And throughout history, there's been all kinds of explorers, treasure seekers, map makers, the list goes on. Just tons of explorers of all different kinds and from all different cultures and that have done some pretty interesting things. And we thought we'd make this YouTube series covering. Each explorer that we cover will have a 3-episode saga to them. And this one, the first one that we're starting off with, is the acclaimed explorer. Most likely you've heard of him, Percy Fawcett. And so what we did was we just finished watching a documentary, and this documentary was like it was put on by the History Channel when it was first aired, and it basically covers everything from Percy Fawcett, from his childhood to his time in the military to when he first became a map maker, to his family life, but mainly about the acclaimed lost city of Z, which was Zed in Old English, that he claimed to find a city reminiscent of El Dorado, and some say that it could actually be the same city as El Dorado, but a lost city that nobody knew existed except for very, very remote natives, and still even a few then. And it became his life's journey, his mission in life, to find the city and to become one with the natives that lived in the area, and to, just live and thrive in this sort of new...
Yeah, I got that out of the movie too. That the guy had a really good goal into where he was going.
Yeah, I mean, he...
No, but through the movie, the fellow had, he had his goals to what he was exploring, searching through, whatever he had to go through. It was great.
Well, well, as it said, I mean, like these guys were, bugs and stuff, parasitic larvae and all that.
Like I said, I'd really like to watch the report again because, but there's going to be a follow, and I'll learn more about the fellow.
Yeah, well, we're gonna
it's really a lot of to process for me, and but yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a lot. Well, I mean, we just started with the documentary, and I mean, it's just kind of an overview of what it was all about. But as the next 2 episodes come out, as we said, we'll have learned more, and we'll have seen more too. There'll be more to have actually talked about. Because see, this documentary is only about 45 minutes. It's not that long, right? But it just kind of gives an overview. I mean, it goes through every aspect of Percy for sure, but it just gives you kind of an overview of his life. Whereas there's a really, really artistically done, just awesome movie that was made a couple of years back called The Lost City of Z, starring Charlie Hunnam, and that's going to be episode 2. We're going to watch and review that movie, and that's going to be episode 2. And so there will probably be a lot more to talk about after that, but it'll also be interesting to kind of compare the real history and the real facts.
I think we should watch the first one first, and then go watch the second one.
What do you mean the first one first?
Well, the first, number 1, The Life of Percy, number 1.
Well, we just watched the documentary. There's only one movie.
Oh, there's only one movie?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, there's there's all kinds of information out there, but yeah, no, it basically was just a cool story. I mean, the guy was he didn't want to, like, he didn't initially start off wanting to look for this lost city or anything. He wanted to serve in the military, and he was like, like gung ho, like wanting to go like wherever the action was, like wherever he was gonna get to, see military action was where he wanted to be. But he got proposed an idea to go map the Amazon. And he wasn't even really interested at first. He was like, well, that sounds kind of like stupid. Like, I want to go, like, see some action. And they were like, well, this is, like, this
map the Amazon.
Yeah.
That's a big area to map out. Like,
Well,
take me a while.
Well, no, but that's another interesting history fact, too, is a lot of the maps, I mean, of course, they've been updated, of course, but a lot of the maps that still do exist of the Amazon, and even just
are from him.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And
yeah, no, I got a lot to learn about that subject apparently, because even with the documentary, I don't know much about the guy. No, you're talking about him like you know a lot about him, and I really don't.
Yeah, well, no, we're
sorry about this, but
we're gonna learn more, and then we're gonna keep, as I said, as the episodes progress, they'll each have their own thing to talk about, right? But
yeah. Well, that's great.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching, everybody.
Yeah.
That's Percy Fawcett, episode 1.